Welcome to yet another episode of Nerds with Badges. It is Sunday. It feels weird working on a Sunday, but they changed my schedule. Anyway, I'm here at work. I was gonna play some video games, but a coworker came in was talking to me for like forever. So I don't know if I'm gonna really have any time to get some games on before I start my patrol tonight. I'm a security guard. I work for downtown. Downtown. I work for the. I used to work downtown. That was a long time ago. I work for the LAG, Los Angeles LGBT Center. I've been working with the company for 17 years, and as you know, recently I've been focusing on other projects, on other things. Like my comic books, short film production, animated project and production, and I really been thinking that it's time for me to leave so I can actually have more time to work on the things that I want to do. So I don't know. One of my supervisors, he said, "You got one more good year left in you," which is really interesting that he said that. Um, the company cut back, laid off a bunch of people, and I had the chance to get a severance pay and take unemployment, but I didn't do that because I took the advice of a union rep. But I'm starting to think that I should have taken that. It was probably a chance for me to gracefully bow out. So I don't know. I kind of feel like I'm at a crossroads right now because they've changed a lot of procedures, and the area that I work in is just kind of challenging to work in, to say the least. The area has like a lot of we have prostitutes hanging around. We have a lot of homeless people hanging around. Sometimes they manage to sneak in the building. We deal with all kinds of different things, being a security guard. But this building, it's a beautiful facility, beautiful facility. Only about 5 or 6 years old now, and they put this building in the worst, like a really bad area. It's so bad that they shut the 7-Eleven down over here. There's a 7-Eleven that used to be open for 24 hours, and as of November last year, the 7-Eleven now closes at 11 o'clock at night because of so many incidents. And I've actually had my stuff stolen from here. Someone came in the building one night and stole my Steam Deck, which I had to replace. And he took my laptop. And so yeah, it's starting to just kind of get a little, like the writing's on the wall, I think. But I guess everybody's dealing with crazy stuff. I think the last 4 years have just really seen humanity just like go in a really strange direction, man. I mean, it's so weird, and I know I'm getting off topic for a second, but and I look around and I don't even know people really even date anymore. It's so bizarre. I mean, I myself, I've pretty much given up on dating, to be honest. I think there's a little bit of hope in me, but I don't know. It's not something I really feel like much of an inclination. I don't know. I feel like I just really don't have the time. I feel like I wasted a lot of time in my life, and I just got to focus on other things. And I don't want to be one of those people who just like give up completely, but I feel like some part of me has just gone dormant. I don't know. So that's just where I am when it comes to dating. But I look around and I just see how things have changed and how people relate to each other. And maybe it's technology, probably plays a part of that. But it's sometimes it's a little disturbing just to see how people have changed as far as relationships go, and dating and marriages is not lasting, and all the crime that's happening. And California is dealing with a lot of like homeless and mentally ill people running around, and then there's a lot of immigrants which are coming into the country, which is something, we all start from somewhere, but it's a big problem, I think, because there's no control. So I don't know what the solution is, because people are coming from really bad situations and they want to come here and and have a new life for themselves, and I don't blame them. But I think the problem is you have some people that are coming in that are problematic, And it's just you watch the news and you see how things are changing in the world, and it's just really gotten kind of crazy. It's not like Gotham City, like it's just complete darkness everywhere, but it's definitely the world has definitely become a very strange place, and all that to say that I'm at a crossroads in my life, and just I don't know. I know that I can't escape the darkness completely, but I feel like it may be time for me to start thinking about pulling my roots up and starting over again somewhere new. And that's where I am. I mean, it may be somewhere out of the country. I don't know. It's just something I think about. But you got to save up money to do these things. I got to get my passport. That was stolen years ago. Somebody stole my passport. So it's like, yeah, you just want to get away from people trying to steal your shit. Like how do you, you want to go somewhere and just be at peace. I want to know what that's like to get up and walk outside and not worry about getting into some altercation with someone, possibly, some police incident because I'm, being in the wrong place at the wrong time. Or even, sometimes, I guess because of how I'm dressed or whatever, sometimes I guess people think if you're dressed a certain way, you may be gang affiliated, and sometimes you may get approached. I've had people do that, like where you from, that type of thing, and it's so crazy. So yeah, I got to make some real big decisions while I'm chasing my dreams. I guess we're all doing that. So my podcast that I created is called Nerds with Badges, and Nerds with Badges, long story short, is you have police officers, you have security guards, you have people that are in the military, that they have badges, and some of these people, like myself, I'm a security guard, I'm a nerd, so Nerds with Badges, I'm a nerd with a badge. So I wanted to create a platform where other people that share my interests, that just happen to have a background either in law enforcement or military or security guards, anybody that wears a badge really, that is into nerd culture, which is video games, comics, movies, all these different things, Marvel, DC, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, PlayStation, Xbox, Nintendo, the big three, and I guess you could say the big four because Valve. So that's what Nerds with Badges is all about. I have apparel, but I didn't really feel like wearing any of it. I have the hat, I have the shirts, but time and place for everything, right? Maybe when I go to Comic Con, I'll wear the Nerds with Badges stuff. And so anyway, I'm here at work. Like I said, I got about maybe, let's see what time it is. I got about 20 minutes before my shift starts, and I got to start patrolling. I've been having some really weird issues with my Steam Deck. I mean, I did these videos. I played, they have this thing called beta. It's a beta, like a beta application, I guess, where you can access like features that are coming, but they're still being worked on. So it's not really available to the general public, but you can set your Steam Deck so you can try some of these new features that may not be available, and they'll be rolled out once they've gotten to the quality that they want, I guess, and the feedback that they get from people. So one feature that the Steam Deck just got, which it has not had natively, since probably about maybe 6 months ago, I think it was, when they rolled out it, when it was actually let you record stuff. It may even be less than that. It may be 4 months. Time is really weird when you work nights. Sometimes I don't even know what day. Today feels like Monday, but it's Sunday. Go figure. So it's 9:43 on Sunday night, and this is only like my second week working weekend. So I'm still trying to get used to the schedule change. But the Nintendo Switch has had the record feature since day one. They only give you 30 seconds that you can record. PlayStation, the PlayStation 4, always had a record feature. Xbox One had a record feature. I think that the Xbox One allowed you to record like 30 minutes. I don't know if it was longer than that, but I know PlayStation 4 has always had record. PlayStation 3, no. PlayStation 1, 2, obviously. PlayStation 5, you can record videos. I think the maximum is an hour. It may be 2 hours, but I think if you're recording videos that long, you may have to reduce the quality. I'm not really sure. But usually when I do videos, the longest I can record, I have mine set that way, or maybe whoever owned it before I bought, because I got my PlayStation 5 pre-owned, I can record up to an hour, maybe like really 57, 58 minutes. And I think it's 1080. I don't know if you can record more higher quality than that. I really don't think I've even tweaked the settings at all. I don't know if I really mess with it. I just just use it. I think they had a more elaborate record system, and you used to be able to share videos to Twitter, but Twitter's gone. Twitter's gone from PlayStation and Nintendo, and that just happened a few months ago. I don't know what that's all about, but it's just kind of unfortunate. But Twitter, you can only share like videos that are like 2 minutes long, I think. So now the Xbox Series S and X seem to have the same issue. On the Xbox Series, I can record videos up to 3 minutes long. So PlayStation makes it real easy. You can just you edit the videos, then you just upload them to YouTube. I think you used to be able to upload to Facebook on the PlayStation 4. I'm not sure. But for some reason, Microsoft has just really, they've been dragging their feet on fixing the record feature on the Xbox Series. To this day, you can only record 3 minute long videos on your Series X and S. I have a Series S. I do have an Xbox One that still works, and the Xbox One, interestingly enough, lets you record up to 5 minutes. So I use that every now and then because of the storage issue. There's a storage issue with the Xbox Series, man. That's like, I really feel strongly that when they came out with these machines, that they could have taken a little bit longer to like iron out some wrinkles. Because man, like, you can't just buy an external hard drive and attach it to your Xbox Series or your PlayStation 5 to record your, or just put your games on. You have to use like their proprietary type stuff. So you have to open your PlayStation 5 up and put in a hard drive to expand your storage. With the Xbox Series, you have to buy these little cards that are like $200, and there's only one card slot. And I think the cards, I don't know how high they go. The one I bought, I think it was 1 TB. It may have been less than that. It may have been 1 TB, but it was like 220. But this was like maybe 3 years ago when I bought it. Because I really, I was trying not to do that. But, you have to, these games now, they take up so much storage. Now, you are allowed to download games. I don't know if that was available at the beginning for the PlayStation 5 or the Xbox, but you can download the games, the current games, but they will just be stored there on the hard drive. You can't just like play them from the hard drive. You have to transfer them from the hard drive when you want to play them. So you can back your games up on an external hard drive, but you can't play them from the hard drive. You got to transfer them to your internal hard drive. Other machines, you got to make sure that you have space. It's just so annoying that they just couldn't figure out a way to just, create a hard drive, external hard drive. You wouldn't have to go through all this stuff. So I feel like there's so many things that they could have done that I think that and I really still feel that for the most part, we haven't really, really tapped into the potential of the current gen, the technology. And PlayStation just announced a PlayStation 5 Pro coming out, and it's going to be like $699. It will not come with a disk drive. So I'm just like, I don't know. I'm trying to decide if I want to get me a more powerful handheld or another gaming laptop, because I don't want to get a big ass like desktop computer. I know that would be the easiest and cheapest thing to do, but I want something that's convenient that I can take on trips and that won't the battery won't run out in like 30 minutes, and I want to bring a giant power battery, extra battery with me, because sometimes the batteries are kind of heavy. So the Steam Deck, I've had the Steam Deck now. This one I bought, this replaced the one that got stolen. I couldn't afford to buy another of the higher end model, which was like 630, I think it was. The 630 one, that one came with, man, time is flying by. Damn, it's already 10 minutes till. That one came with, you got like certain perks, and I can't access those perks anymore with the current model, which just sucks. And I used to get notifications all the time telling me that I can't access these perks that I had before when I had the older model, and I called Valve and they really weren't helpful at all. I couldn't, I was like, well, can't you track the thing and maybe brick it or something, the one that got stolen? But it just really sucks. So I ended up getting this, the lower end model is like the 64 gig model. And the downside to that is that, unlike just regular Windows based games, the Linux, when you download games, there's also Proton files which also come with the games, and those Proton files can quickly take up your storage. So yeah, and I know they have like tech savvy people that have opened their Steam Decks up and expanded the storage. But I'm been thinking a lot, maybe just get me a Steam Deck OLED and just be done with it. So currently I have a Steam Deck, I have a Nintendo Switch, I have a Trimu, I think it's an RG 556. I have an Asus ROG Ally lower end model. I have a Logitech G Cloud. I'm trying to think. I have a Nintendo 3DS, PSP, a Vita, and I feel like I'm missing something. My God, my brain. But I do have some DS Lites and a couple of PSPs around somewhere. Don't ask me where they are. So I collect games, but I'm really starting to feel myself become more inclined to moving away from console games. I gotta get ready to go on my patrol. I think that if I don't get me a more powerful laptop, a more powerful gaming laptop this year, I will end up doing it next year, right around tax time. Because a computer I really want is like freaking Alienware. It's my dream is to get an Alienware laptop, and those are expensive. Not always the best quality, mind you, but I want something that I can play on the go that can handle anything. And I know, you got to pay for that. You want the cooling, you want the battery life, you want a nice screen. So you're talking like a few grand at least. You could possibly do it under $1,000, but you have to really look around and shop and try to find you like some good sales. So I've seen some good deals, but my plan is that, is really to try to wait until like tax season to get me another more powerful gaming laptop, because the one I have, just my MSI is like getting a little long in the teeth, as they say. Can't handle a lot of more current games. So there's a lot of things going on in the gaming industry, especially when it comes to game preservation. I don't like the fact that discs maybe being phased out in a way. So I can talk more about that later. I gotta get ready to get out of here. I didn't even get a chance to like really work on getting my videos off this thing so I could upload them to social media, but I'm gonna put this thing to sleep and get back to it. So anyway, I'm gonna end this video right now since I gotta go to work and go to patrol. I just really want to just talk about what's going on with me, and my thoughts about some things going on in the gaming industry, PlayStation 5, and the state of gaming, and a moment of silence for Concord. I actually was enjoying that game. I mean, I know I'm in the minority. I was actually enjoying it. They gave me my money back. That was real cool. Uh, Been enjoying Astrobot. I had to buy me another controller for my PlayStation 5 because my PlayStation 5 controller started drifting. I was kind of shocked when I opened the package up yesterday, and it wasn't a cord inside. It's like, why didn't I give you cords now? I guess things really have changed. These controllers are so expensive, and they just raised the price on the PlayStation 5 controllers. So I just got mine like literally a few days before the price increase because I ordered one from a black one from Amazon. I order everything from Amazon. Uh, so I don't know. I guess I could probably get my other PlayStation 5 controller fixed. I want to do a video on that, I guess, sometime before the year is out. I have a PlayStation 4 that needs to get repaired, and I also have an iPod that I want to get repaired. So I might do a video where I go and I get those done, and probably do a Comic-Con video in the next few weeks, as Comic-Con LA is coming up. So I have a lot of different things. I'm going to try to do videos at least once or twice a week. Uh, I think it's good to have, to do them more frequently. So anyway, I am out of here for now. I will probably come back later this week with another video. I want to do a review of this new game coming out called the Plucky Squire. It's coming for like everything, but it's an interesting game. I should go on YouTube and check out some videos about it. It's one of those cool little games. Oh yeah, and Warhammer. Buy that. I've been playing it on my Xbox Series S. Warhammer Space Marines 2, and that game is something else. Really took me back to the time when we were getting more quality games more frequently. Really reminded me a lot of Gears of War and Halo, Doom. I think Astrobot was a wake-up call to the gaming industry to see, that some of these old franchises that they may have abandoned, we should probably bring some of them back. Anyway, like I said, I'm out of here. I gotta go start my patrol. I'll be back. Have a good night and a good day, depending on what time you're watching this video. And I'm out.